Hi all, it's Ron Emsch here with another season of the TGA Tour. I've had a few comments over the past year about how much people enjoy the videos, and I hadn't taken any time to do it yet this year, so I had some extra time, so I'll go ahead and film a few holes. But first, let me just bring you up to where we're at. We have already played 3 tournaments. So we're in our 4th tournament, which is at Empire, which is Bethpage Black. I've already played the front 9, and I was 1 over par. My golfer this year is Lawson Little. Now, I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to win any tournaments with this guy. His drive is kind of typical for a lot of golfers. You can see the numbers. The 12, 14, 16, and then 32, 34, 36, 52, 64, or 50, 52, 54, 56. Under that W column, those are all very errant tee shots. Now, I have 9 of them, and that's not that uncommon for golfers. Really good ones may only have 8. And I don't know if I've ever seen someone that just had 7. So from that aspect, he's not much different than other guys. Where he is a little worse off is if you look in the I column, not only does he have errant iron shots at those numbers, but then you move down to 23, 43, and 63. And those are errant irons, so you're not going to hit many greens if you roll that. So you put those, that's 12 numbers. So every time I hit an iron into the green, I've got a 33% chance of hitting a pretty errant shot. And believe me, he does. His approaches are okay, nothing to write home about. And his putting is where he really lets down a lot. That's why when I said I'm not going to win any tournaments, it's he misses a lot of 6-foot to 14-foot putts that a lot of the better golfers are making, and a lot of times those are your birdie putts or even a par putt to stay par. So he just doesn't. He just has his bad luck at that. So anyway, it's been fun to play with. I learned a little bit of the history behind him. You can see he's not great with his stats at the bottom of the card. His momentum, bounce back, and sand are all 1. He doesn't make that many birdies, so the momentum not that big a deal. But the bounce back would be big if he had more. But in shot making, C is the worst for shaping shots. I still will work the ball on certain holes where the pin is like 10 or more yards to the left of the center line, and you can't aim. Scramble's fine. A 2 is okay. So other than that, let's get going. See how many holes I get here, but we'll start on number 10 at Bethpage. The conditions we're playing with are conditions. The grounds are normal, so no adjustments to roll of the ball, but the wind is moderate, so we'll be rolling on that chart before each shot. So that being said, no course notes, so let's see what we do with the wind. Okay, a 41 is a +5 carry. So on this hole, the wind's behind us and will give us 5 yards extra distance. So let's figure out what we're going to do on this first hole. The one thing about Bethpage is their fairways are kind of tight. Now, Little is an average of 3 with woods and 4 with irons. On a driver, a 3 is 270, left 15. In a roll of 30, so you have to look between 250 to 300 for his tee shots. And if we do that right here, you notice that if I don't aim, if I hit something to the right, there's a good chance that it'll end up in this intermediate rough or even the deep rough. So what I would do on this hole is just aim 5 yards left. That way, even if I get a right 15, the worst case would be, intermediate rough over here if he makes it that far. So And I got the +5 carry. I can't forget that. So aiming 5 yards to the left. Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh, he boomed it. 66, and that's a 1. So that is 290 left 15 with a roll of 30. +5, you got the +5. So 295 left 15. Okay, 295 left 15. Remember, I aimed 5 left. Oh God. And now we got a roll of 30, 10, 20, 30, scooting right along the intermediate rough and fairway. That line is so indiscernible as to what it is that I'm going to play that as part of the fairway. So you got a boomer drive here, 325 left 20. And calling it in the fairway. Okay, pin 5 is what we're using. Of course, I hit it on the same side, so I'll be short-sighted. So, but it's only 5 yards off the center line. So I'm going to bring this puppy back. So for every 15 yards, you go back 1. And I'll be shooting from that path. So the white mark here is 100 yards to this little black mark. I've marked all my holes with a little black magic marker so that these markers here, the 100-yard marker, the 150 marker, were in relation to the 100 yards from here is here. So what I can do is I go 150, 160, 170, 180. I'm 190 from this place, right? This pin right here, which is 5 yards past pin 5. So, you know, knock 5 off, 185. I got the wind at 5 yards. So, you know, something in the 180. So something in the 175 yard range, because I probably won't have much of a roll. Let's go look in our middle irons. And right off the bat here, we've got a 6 iron, and my average on irons is 4. So this would be perfect if I would roll this. The only problem is it's going to go right. But, you know, distance, you know, if I can get on the green, I'm a happy camper. So, again, let me check that. 160, 70, 80, 190, 185, 180. So 175 would be this cross line. So let's go with the 6 iron and see what happens. Okay, 22, so he boomed that. That's a 3. So on a 6 iron, that's 180 left 5. So at least, and then a roll of 5. So 180, and it's going to be 185 with the wind. So 185, 180, 325, and 180 is 505. So let's go up here. 85, 95, let's see. 85, 95, 05. Okay, left 5, and then a roll of 5. So it really turned out to be an excellent shot. Really good. Don't know what I was worried about. I think I've got everything taken care of here. Let's see, that was 185. So yeah, that worked out. So he's at, let's see, 85, 95, 05, 510, left 5. Okay, so one straight line away is 15 minus a 7. So he knocked it within 8 foot. Good chance for a birdie here. We'll be using the 6 or the 7 to 9 foot column there. Okay, 61 is a 15, right? A 15. So if we come over to the 7 to 9, go down to 15, it's in. How about that? Maybe I should have started filming earlier. He sinks an 8 foot to start the back 9 off with a birdie 3.